with her next week.
I think she's going to be here in studio Monday morning with us here on Lightning 100. And yes, that new album comes out a week from Friday, March the 20th. All Dressed Up, the name of the new album. Also heard from Arctic Monkeys, Mitski, Freako, Billy Martin, and we got it rolling with music from Mac DeMarco. That song was playing when we found. And it is Jay and Lisa,
What's
but
up?
we're not alone anymore. Braison Cyrus back in the Lightning 100 studio. So good to see you, bud.
What's going on?
What's
Happy to be back.
Yeah, we've already spent like the last 20 minutes just kind of catching up and seeing what's going on.
Yeah,
but
now we got to fill the audience in.
yeah, pretty much. But so excited about the new album coming out. Of course, we've been playing, and it's a bit of a family affair, right?
Yeah.
A couple of the siblings on a couple of the tunes you've been hearing here on Lightning 100, but excited for the new record and to be presenting your show at Franklin Theater, which I realized is truly a hometown show for you, right?
Yep. Grew up in Franklin until I was about 13 and moved to LA. And I used to go see not shows, but just movies at the Franklin Theater.
Yep.
So
Before the remodel, I can remember doing that too. I worked in Franklin, and my boss would be the one to say, "All right, you guys, you got to handle this because Jay and I are going to go see." Like you could get pictures of beverages and
Really?
things, and
Oh yeah.
I missed out.
Yeah. And my
Wow.
last year I saw my father-in-law play there, and I was everybody else was busy, and I was like, I'm gonna roll up. I'm gonna go see how the show's going. And I was like, I don't think I had seen it since the remodel, and I was like, this place is so sick. And so whenever we were trying to figure out kind of like where we were gonna do the album release show, I was like, let's do it at the Franklin Theater. I was like, it's so cool. It's walking distance to my home. I was like, that's even better. The sweatpants, trading the sweatpants for jeans can happen once I get to the venue. It's like I can just kind of waddle over there and get the show started. So
It's going to be
felt like
such
a good
a
idea.
cool show. I mean, obviously the authenticity of it and everything and coming to this album and your family, I'm sure is going to be there. And
Yeah.
it's just going to feel like a warm hug,
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be
Christmas
great.
time in the
Yeah.
spring.
And then Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, and Jordo and Cecilia Castle.
I was going to say, yeah, that's the openers, and Noah and Sierra Lundy also going to be special guests on Saturday night as well.
A full lineup of guests. I forgot that the Cecilia and Jordy were coming, so that's going to be even bigger and better.
Right. FranklinTheater.com to get your tickets. Again, the show is this Saturday night. Also want to let folks know, while it doesn't include a ticket to the show, you can also buy access to a meet and greet with Braison on Saturday as well.
Yes.
Let's VIP it up. You're
go.
like, yeah.
Let's go.
No, I think that's so great. I feel like, especially when you're playing a hometown show, a lot of people do want to like feel that closeness with you. And so, it sounds like packages are still available. So buy them now.
Yeah.
That's right, FranklinTheater.com. But we've got him here in studio. He brought a beautiful guitar, sounding great. And could play a couple of songs for
Watch
us,
me totally
right?
out of tune after you said sounding great.
Which one do you want to play for us first?
I'm going to play Know This first.
All right. We got Braison Cyrus live here in the Lightning 100 studio.
Bet you didn't know this. Bet you didn't know this about yourself. Guess I didn't notice. Guess I didn't notice till you left. Words that you left me with, they're rotting and they're messing with my head. Hear them over and over again. I wish that I could give them back instead. Then the walls came down. It's a crazy town we lived in. Now I'm looking around and I still haven't found what I'm missing. I guess I could stay here and work for pay and spend it, making up new reasons in my mind, but I'm already gone. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know it's about yourself. It's possible you heard it. It's possible you heard from someone else. Had your dreams and made your bets, and now I'm wondering how it's working out. Work for you, it might work for me. At the very least, I won't have any doubts. Then the walls came down. It's a crazy town we lived in. Now I'm looking around and I still haven't found what I'm missing. I guess I could stay here and work for pay and spend it, making up new reasons in my mind, but I'm already gone. Oh, 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 oh. Bet you didn't know this. Bet you didn't know that you had said that. Bet you didn't know this. Bet you didn't know until you came back home. That the walls came down. It's a crazy town we lived in. Now I'm looking around and I still haven't found what I'm missing. I guess I could stay here and work for pay and spend it, making up new reasons in my mind, but I'm already gone.
Braison Cyrus joining us live here in the Lightning 100 studio. Live version of Know This. Of course, we've been playing the studio version, which features one of your siblings.
Yes.
That one featuring Miley. We've also been playing As Long As You'll Stay, that you did with Noah as well. I'm a little bit curious, so I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
What is your process when you're like, okay, well, you know what, this needs an extra voice? When it comes to determining who's going to be that additional voice, is it because of, as the song comes out, does it make you think of one over the other, or
do you pick out of a hat?
Yeah.
Which one I like the
Flip
most?
a coin.
Who was nicer to me?
Yeah.
There. Okay.
Thanksgiving the week, before that one. But no, I kind of had it in mind, like Noah and me. I'd been working on As Long As You'll Stay for like. I probably wrote that back in 2022 with Ben Kramer from Old Sea Brigade. And I was always like, if I put this out, I want Noah on it. Oh. Know This was a little bit more on the fly. And I remember me and my engineer who was working on the record with me, Ryan, and we both just kind of were like, man, we just need like a powerful like voice. And then we were like, gotta be a female. And then we were just kind of both like sitting there being like, man, who could we ask? And then and I think we both kind of like at the exact same time were like, and I was pretty much just like, I'll text her, it's fine. I'll ask her. And she was kind of like, oh yeah, sure, like just send me the session, I'll get around to it. And I think within probably like 3 or 4 hours, I had like a folder full, and she was like probably like 12 different things that she had sent me in this folder, and she was like, use all of it, use none of it. She was like, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, this is crazy. I was not expecting to be that fast. And then her I guess fiance now, Max Mirando, produced it at her house.
Okay.
He was kind of vocal producing for me for that.
Awesome.
And she's got this sick little trailer vocal booth. And so, they hopped out there and did it. It was really cool. And I did not expect to do it that fast. So we blended it in. And also I have the attention span of a goldfish. So if she had sent it to me in 2 weeks, I would have been like, okay, I'll get around to it. But we threw it in immediately, so it was awesome.
It sounds like it was just like all perfect timing and in the flow of things, because I mean, any artist, as you know, is so busy, and like if you had texted her while she was in a meeting, it could have been 2 more weeks, but sounds like hey, let's just do it now.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, I mean, you've got this album coming out. We have been talking a little bit about it. You said a lot of these songs were from, that one was 2022.
Yeah.
You were recorded in 2024? Is that right?
I was renting a studio from a friend of mine, and I remember because I had just actually had a cut with Orville Peck.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that too.
Yeah, he cut one of my songs, and I was like, well, maybe this is just my thing now. Maybe I'm just going to just try to write as many songs for Orville Peck as humanly possible.
Yeah, why not?
the title track of the album from now on, I'm singing it weird, and I'm singing it really low, and it's because this is actually the demo. The final studio version is actually just the demo that I planned on sending to Orville.
Wow.
So that's why, I was kind of just trying to imitate him a little bit with that lower vocal register and stuff, and so that's like the only song on the album that's like that, because it was the only one where I was like, I'm going to send this to him. I was like, this is going to be his song. So I'm going to try to like get him to vibe with it by hopefully being able, he's got a very, very hard and amazing voice to imitate. So, but I tried, and that's kind of why that's the only song on the whole album that's deeper.
Interesting.
Like
well, and you channeled Orville, so maybe some more channeling Orville songs.
Exactly.
And I'll bring up too, because I know we've discussed it previously. Braison, you listened to some My Morning Jacket, didn't you, back in the day? Probably still
may or may not. May or may not.
Man, when you started into that song, I was like, wow. If I close my eyes, and somebody said, is that Jim James? It's a very, but it just sounds so great, It's right in that same vein. And I also remember chatting with you a little bit about, and I know I've kind of seen and read you talk about, you had influences when you were younger.
Yeah.
And now that you're kind of in it, it's not really influential to you anymore. You still love it, but you kind of found your own space, and you're kind of growing musically in your own way, right?
The 2010 indie folk, zeitgeist is it's my subconscious. Yeah. It's my subconscious at this point. So, but yeah, like I think I do a lot of that without noticing, and then also, it was even more insane. Noah ended up cutting a song that I wrote and ended up doing it with Fleet Foxes, which was like
Wow.
another, huge,
How iconic.
huge thing for me where I was
Yeah.
like, me on my short board going down Ventura Boulevard listening to Fleet Foxes in my morning jacket. It's like, this is what it
coming
was all
around.
for. This is what it was all about.
Right.
You know?
I mean, talk about some type of manifestation. You just were like, you're really just vibing in with
Yeah.
these artists, and it's happening. So hey, that's something to say.
Well, can I say one more quick thing about that song?
100.
Just because I think it's very funny. When Noah very first cut it, I think it was probably back in like 2022, 2023. She didn't put it out until, man, I guess that was last year.
Wow.
25, yeah.
Or maybe into 24. But she debuted it next door at Marathon. And so she was like, why don't you come up on stage and do it with me? And I was like, okay. So she played her whole show, and then, she brought me out to do Don't Put It All on Me. And a couple days later, she called me and she was like, oh my God, you sounded so good on that song, and singing it with you felt so right. And I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. And she goes, so I think I'm going to ask Robin from Fleet Foxes to do it. And I was like, oh, and she was
Wait a
like,
second.
and she was like, but he sounds so much like you, but, and I was like, but better. And she was like,
But Robin from Fleet
maybe not.
Foxes.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, but it's Robin from Fleet Foxes. And so I was like, very, very honored, but also I was like, I could not have given that song to any two better people.
Right. And
ever,
I mean, and it's, we all have sisters. It's like, at
Yeah.
some point, it's like, okay, sis,
Yeah.
love you too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm glad I could inspire this moment.
Yeah.
Braison Cyrus joining us here in studio again. The brand new album From Now On is out this Friday, and we're celebrating with Braison True Hometown Show out at the Franklin Theater this Saturday night. Lightning 100 proud to present that show. You can grab tickets and a little meet and greet before the show as well, available at franklintheater.com. So we're going to play another one for us, Braison. And why don't you tell us a little bit about this and kind of set it up before you play it, if you would?
It was a song that was originally intended to be on the album. I wrote it with Clue. She's an artist from France, one of my favorite of all time. And she happened to be in the United States back in 2024. And we got together and we wrote this song together. And it was originally going to be on the album, but then we were kind of like, maybe she and I could do something together with it one day or something. And so ended up scrapping it for the record. But I actually just ended up closing out every set with it when I was on the road with Noah, from the Ryman all the way to, I think we ended up in Phoenix or Austin or something. I think it was the last day of the tour. And I just kept closing out the set with this song. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm
right.
so excited. Let's get
And this
into
was
it.
it's Someone I've Met Again.
Someone
right?
I've met again.
All right, we've got Braison Cyrus live here in the Lightning 100 studio.
I'm going to do that one more time.
Hold my hand until I fall in love. Pour my heart out to the stars above. Love makes you crazy, that's what it does. Not much to you, but to me it was. Reaching you, our time is at an end. Nothing that I'm saying's making sense. I'm happier than I have ever been, speaking to someone I've met again. Staying up late like it's our last night together, it came and passed. You've seen my heart, it's made of glass. And though it's fragile, it's beating fast. Reaching you, our time is at an end. Nothing that you're saying's making sense. I'm happier than I have ever been, speaking to someone I've met again. Oh, it really doesn't matter. Nothing's making sense But now that it's all over, doesn't mean it has to end. Reaching you, our time is at an end. Nothing that we're saying's making sense. I'm happier than I have ever been, speaking to someone I've met again. Speaking to someone I've met again. Oh.
Braison Cyrus live here on Lightning 100. He is back in the studio, and you get a chance to see and hear the show this Saturday night out at the Franklin Theater. Beautiful, man.
What
Sounded
a
great.
treat.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
awesome. I recorded it for you. So it's
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Live premiere here, world
Yeah.
premiere. Oh, it's so beautiful. I
Thank
can
you.
only imagine what it's going to sound like in the Franklin Theater. And are you going to have a band or is it full acoustic?
Full band. And I've got probably the biggest band I've ever worked with live. And I'm
Really?
very, very excited about it.
Nice. And it's and again, it's I'm a little bit surprised you haven't seen the Franklin Theater since it's been remodeled.
No, I haven't. I mean, I've gone down there and walked by it when it's like been under construction, but I think I didn't ever get to see a movie there. I mean, I've been here since 2008, so
It's pretty
been a minute.
spectacular.
Yeah.
And there's no better time than this Saturday night
yeah.
to experience it, whether
Absolutely.
you've been there or not. Full band with Braison
Yes.
Cyrus, and as we mentioned, special guests Noah Cyrus and Sierra Lundy, Jordo, and Cecilia Castleman, who's
we love
no stranger to the
Yeah.
Lightning 100
Yeah.
listeners for sure.
I'd also like to throw out that another special guest that is, I wanted to save it until the song is called Bridge Between Two Towns. It's kind of our like spotlight single for the record. And it's with Grizfolk, and they are going to come hop on stage and join us as well. So,
Fantastic.
Well, and you were just saying how you were bummed they weren't
Yes.
going to be at South by Southwest, but
yes.
you can catch them right here in Nashville.
Yeah.
This coming Saturday.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh,
That's right. And make sure you pre-save and get the new album from now on. It will be out on Friday, which gives you, a little bit of time, about a day and a half maybe,
yeah.
to listen over and over again, learn all the lyrics, and then sing along at the show on
Exactly.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
But Braison, always so much fun to catch up with you and to have you here in studio, and love hearing you sing and play
Yeah.
live on the radio, and been loving all the music. And it sounds like you're always creating on some level, and with this new album coming out on Friday, might even have more music coming out within the next year, right?
Very soon. I
I
love
love
this
it.
record, but I'm chomping at the bit to start putting out
Well,
stuff from
I
it.
think we are too.
I was going to say,
excited
to the
about it.
benefit of everyone in the listening audience. So, so cool. Get those tickets again, franklintheater.com for this Saturday night's show with Braison Cyrus, and pick up the new album From Now On, which will be out on Friday. Braison, thank you again for being here, bud.
Thank you so much. It's always so much fun.
Right
Thank
on.
you.
We'll see you this Saturday out at the Franklin Theater for the record release show right here in Middle Tennessee.
Well, hey,